morning. Hey, is this thing on? There we go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody, thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. We all got to wake up. We're going to do our little warm-up. Oh, Lordy. Did you do any plants this weekend, Tom? Do any planting? Do any digging?
I've started giving away my plants to BDMs.
I saw that.
Because they're too smart to buy them?
Well,
he's got a lot of them.
Yeah, I just have to
Crystal says
start
he's got
purging.
A lot of them. I got to do it with my hats.
I'm just constantly making new plants because as I tend to my backyard and cut stuff back, then I just propagate. I throw it in pots, and then it grows into plants, and then I'm like, what the hell do I do with this?
Every
Where do you
morning,
get all the pots?
Give it away. I've
stack them up
saved
in the corner, grow mosquitoes.
Yeah. In my mosquito corner, I've saved them throughout the years. So then I just it's the soil that is expensive because you keep buying bags of soil. So and so
What do you do? And then you come home and lay those bags on the soil that you own.
yeah. But you need to be infused with nutrients.
You need the good.
So you're gonna get the Miracle-Gro potting soil.
Scoop some dirt out of pour some orange juice on it, and it's good for plants. It's fine.
Jackal says to compost your veggie cuttings, bro. And then he put a bro on it to bully you a little bit. He's like, compost your veggie cuttings, bro. You don't compost your veggie cuttings, do you, Jackal?
I don't have time for it. No one's got time for that.
Jackal says he does it.
Well, he's got more time than I do.
I don't know if he does. I haven't seen that guy in years, it feels like.
We got a little composter, and it's neat when you do use it. But like we really got into using it right before Rat House, and seeing a little rat nest in your fucking compost will just turn me off a compost.
Yeah. Because it attracts. I got too many raccoons.
Yeah.
Coming through my yard, and they doo on my yard. It makes me so mad because I don't have any pets. But I still have doo-doo in my yard from raccoons.
You know what pisses me off?
That's only kings have raccoon shit in their yards. Everyone knows that.
I've instilled the fear of God in the cats in my neighborhood. They know better now than to come and shit on my patio because it will bring down a reign of terror for weeks upon their head. They know the cat, and this.
Well,
is
how
like,
do you scare them?
I go. Tss. That's my initial thing. Anytime I do anything, and I got a little Nerf ball
Wait, you just
shooter.
While you're shooting them with a Nerf gun? That's
no.
fun as hell.
That's the Pavlov's bell of it all. So like anytime I'm instigating the cats to get out of my yard,
Should we be talking about that? We shouldn't.
I don't give a fuck. This is wild fucking animals in my street.
We got to record that. No, we got to record this. Is what I mean. These are good tales.
Anyway, the cats know better, and but the frogs, there's nothing to be done about the fucking frogs.
I hate frogs.
And my yard is a nightmare of frogs at night.
Yeah.
It's just like the lawn turns into frogs.
My dad.
It's like. And
my dad battled frogs.
For a frog this big, a 3-inch frog, they leave an 8-inch shit on my patio. I swear to God.
Shit crazy. My dad battled frogs. We hated frogs.
They shit 4 times longer than their fucking bodies all over my patio.
Sometimes they shit and it stays hanging out of their asses, and they just drag it.
Is it tree frogs or bufo toads?
I have no idea.
The big fat boys that like your pool. The ones that like your pool.
Not them ones that like cling to your windows, but them ones them yard hoppers. They'll shit all over my patio.
The ones that look like the fatter girl from All That.
Yeah.
That was
the ones that'll kill your dog.
She didn't deserve that. She did not deserve that, right?
I mean,
but everybody knew who I was talking about when I said it, right? Lori Beth Denberg. Thank you, chat room. Thank you, chat.
Awesome.
I made you laugh, right? What? Did I not make you laugh? Did I not entertain you?
What causes the frogs?
Don't use that, Melissa.
God.
That's terrible.
Yeah, because you think I
plague. It's a plague, right? It's like locusts, frogs.
It must be just your general area.
A lot of insects.
We got a lake nearby.
A lot of water, a lot of insects, a lot of frogs.
I still maybe that's why, because I have a jungle in my backyard now, and I never get frogs, but I still have mosquito nicks, so I have no insects either because it's constantly nuking my fucking backyard.
Well, let's talk about this because mine, we figured ours out. It was a sinkhole that turned into a lake, like a little. It became like a tiny waterway, like not a waterway, just a little, I guess a filled sinkhole. with water in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what you call it? A sinkhole with water in it? You just call it a sinkhole with water in it because it's nothing else.
How big?
What, it's a lake at that point.
I don't think
mini,
so.
Mini pond?
You get a pond
I
first.
don't-
Yeah. A pond caused by sinkhole?
We never called it a pond. We
puddle?
called it a sinkhole with water in it. And because I'm having to talk this out, and that's where the frogs would come over to our pool.
Did you see the
And my dad would beat them to death with his with the pool skimmer. He would he'd take them, he'd scoop them out, and then he'd flip them high till they'd land on the road. I've told this story before.
That's a really good idea.
And then he just started beating them to death and scooping them out because he was like, "Fuck them."
Any Florida ass problems I have from now on, I'm gonna ask, how did your dad handle them?
Just beat them to death.
Did you see that sinkhole at on a football field? There's like a football field or a soccer field, and it just swallowed like
Is that recent?
a light.
I haven't seen it, but I'm guessing it's AI.
Yeah. Well, now I look at shit and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's crazy. And then I'm like, is this real?
You know what?
And then I'm
got
like,
me?
I'm too lazy to look it up.
Yeah, same here. You know what got me? The Trump replacing Biden's portrait in the White House. I was like, that's AI. There's no fucking way. Well, it turns out that's real.
Yeah, that one was real. Yeah.
It was, you replace it with an auto signer. Right?
Correct.
Yeah. I saw that and I was like, ha ha ha. Because it seems like such a waste of time.
Right.
You know, to like do something petty. Or
Is
like
this the one you're talking about?
Yes.
That's real.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's real. Alton, Illinois.
Oh, in Illinois.
And there's like security camera footage of it. It is fucking nuts.
Here, let me turn this up here.
Okay, you know, we were
But that
talking
may
about
not
this.
be possible
wanna
for
do
the
this?
foreseeable
Yeah.
future.
This is a new segment called Tom and Dan's Late to the News. We should work on that, get a better title for that.
That's Crystal's biggest irrational fear is the sinkhole is going to swallow our house.
Well, it's not that irrational in Florida. It has. It's kind of a
They're
thing that
swallowing
happens.
everything around
Yeah,
this time. I don't know if
no,
you listened, but every minute of your life, you're dodging a sinkhole in this joint.
No, you're
Do you
going
want
to
to
die
start?
of a car accident.
More frame. Do you want to start?
Yeah.
Here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. Come hang out. Come talk in the chat room. Make friends. Make friends. I'll leave it at that. Make friends.
Yep. Sign up to become a BDM at tomandan.com. We're going to be doing, BDM-only parties, which we do every year.
Well, it's event season. We've got the Bad at Business Beer Fest and Sofas and Suds coming up. So we will be out and about.
From the Orlando Talk Show, we've got Ross McCoy here. How you doing, Ross?
I'm here today to say you're welcome, Orlando. I did it. Real Radio, WTKS, HD3, The Pirate, is back on the air.
I heard this. I heard about this. Yeah.
I saw that it was back. And then
I
was
didn't
like,
want to say anything until he
did
got.
it have anything to do with Ross?
Yeah.
You're welcome, Orlando.
And I appreciate you. You know what, man? You could have gone anywhere with the exclusive, and
It's
you could have
true.
gone anywhere with the announcement. You could have gone Jim Colbert Show, News Junkie Monsters, anybody
Wesh
on Real Radio.
wanted me,
Wesh,
yeah.
you could have gone Fox 35, all of them, all the big dogs, 6 and 9,
True.
the Sentinel, Scott Maxwell. But you came to your good friends Tim and Doug, and we appreciate it. Thank
Was
you
it
very much.
Because of you?
Who else was sounding the drum like I was? Who else was
Yeah.
letting it be known
There
that
was
we'd
only
lost?
one voice in the dark, and it was Ross McCoy.
Yep.
I like that that someone's like, if he hadn't mentioned it, nobody would have known. And then we could have been done with it.
Well, it was. I do think it was. Ross said something. No one realized it was off the air. Then they were like, "Oh," and then like, "Okay, I'll fix it." And they hit one button. And it's back on. That's what I do believe that.
I like to think somebody like hung their coat on the
Yeah.
switch and accidentally turned it off, and then like a week later they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
darn it," and flipped it back.
Yeah, but it would have not been back on if
Yeah.
it wasn't for you, though.
Yeah.
You're the only one with a voice that
Yeah.
mentioned it, and someone figured out that they accidentally turned it off.
I don't
turned
think
it
you
back on.
chose the radio life, sir, but the radio life chose you. And I think something like that should put you in qualification for Florida Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
I mean, I'm right up there with Rush Limbaugh.
I'm
Yeah.
serious. I mean, like, seriously, I don't think you ever intended to be a powerful force on Real Radio, but look what you've done from the sidelines, and then now you're on it, and you fixed a station. Well done.
It's like Ron and Ross. It's,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Also, this Thursday is the Just Call Mo Comedy Jam.
Yes, sir.
that we're all going to be at, and get your tickets, justcallmocomedyjam.com, or just go to Just Call Mo and get your tickets. But it will be sold out, and it's all for a great cause. So come by, hang out with us.
Yeah.
A bunch of great comedians.
And we were just making jokes about this, but tomorrow, me and Mo will be on Fox 35 promoting the Mo Comedy Jam.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you make sure there's some stations around there that if they had stations go off the air, you let them know Ross McCoy is going to be on property to fix any stations that might have gone off the air.
You guys got any of the pirate problems?
Yeah.
Let me know.
How many news hits have you done, Ross?
So far, me personally, I am at 0.
So,
this is a first?
But I got
Awesome.
I got Mo coming up.
Very cool.
It's interesting when you do a news hit, like I don't know why, like it's a lot of pressure,
Right.
And like you only have a certain amount
5
of
minutes, it turns out.
yeah, or sometimes it's even less because they're running like you shave.
Well, you're not that important to the show.
A minute and a half off of a 5-minute hit, and
Yeah.
next thing you know, you are just rocketing through as like a fast commercial.
Well, I've never been on the news for anything of true, like, other than to promote, right?
yeah.
Like,
No,
it's
yeah.
not like it's not like the story that I have that they're telling is so compelling that I'm up front.
Yeah, it's all a commercial.
Yeah.
Anytime we've been on the news,
It's usually they're being kind enough and benevolent enough to invite us in to give their, blowtorch of a TV station, let us get our words out.
It's
which is nice.
It's also when you see the elaborate, like obviously a lot of production goes into the news, and people have to be dressed in suits and pantsuits and full makeup,
looking good, smelling good,
and the production that they put into it, it's like it's a machine that they pump out every day, and like these people are here early as hell in the morning, and every time I do the news, I'm like, man, I would not want this job. Like the amount of prep work to even get on the news, and then like the amount of pressure to me from reading the teleprompter and like not screwing up to become some meme on the internet that lives forever. One mega doo-doo and you're screwed, right?
I think
that lady's life was ruined.
I like the teleprompter aspect of it, and that's the only type of weird gambling that I truly enjoy is the camera's on me. You've given me a sheet of something I have to deliver, and getting that, I can do that, and I enjoy doing that.
Oh, God.
And I always have. I don't know why. Cold reads, I've always enjoyed. I used to love.
It's weird because it's high pressure.
I know. Doesn't make any sense. I used to love it when a client would come in and give me new copy at the last second, and then I just had to do it live, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Give you a little rush?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I like that. Maybe because in other ways, maybe there's more on the table, more to lose.
There's a possibility of something going wrong.
Yeah, this is really, to me, truly a nothing. It's like, oh, I made a mistake. Big deal. I don't know, but I do love it. That's interesting, man.
So I was looking up some news to talk about that happened over the weekend, and
once you got past the pirate story,
yeah.
Well, that was
the news.
breaking.
A lot of depressing shootings and
a lot of shootings.
Yeah, just full of horrible things that you look at. You're like, I don't want to talk about any of this, and it's all sad.
I know what I'm doing though. I'm getting a gun.
But
I feel safer.
That's why you got to get in the internet and watch just 90-day Fiance clips. They're so refreshing and uplifting.
But what I did see that is all over the news is the tropical storm that's out there.
Did you get some bottled water?
But it's not, right?
And it's just.
Did you get some powdered food?
It's off the east coast of Florida, far off.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of warnings, and they're like, oh, brace for impact. And I'm like, brace for impact. Like, this thing missed us by hundreds of miles. And, the only thing anybody's going to see. Now, all my surfer friends are super happy.
I mean, we're going to get rain, but isn't that that's how Science of Storms works in that area of the world? What are you doing?
Yeah, you get some feeder bands off a tropical storm, or,
wet.
And then so it's like, okay, well, this is a regular thunderstorm, afternoon thunderstorm. Like, again, all the surfers are happy because you are going to get a lot of, waves off the East Coast.
Some big curls.
Yeah. And but as far as
some bitchin' curls out there, dudes.
is any, I've seen like sandbag, talk and things. It's like this is ridiculous.
Welcome to Sandbag Talk.
Oh, really? Are they
get the hell out of here?
Are they trying to ratchet it up
I don't
because
know.
things are like so negative right now? They're like, well, let's.
It's just clickbait, and you put it out there.
And is
so
it
that
a
people want
Melda?
it.
It's a Melda.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Every
It's a
time
nothing.
there's a tropical wave off the coast of Africa, they make an announcement. This one track shows it coming right for Orlando. Get bottled waters, get canned goods, gas up, have some cash on hand, and then it turns towards North Carolina. You don't hear a word about it ever again.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it basically says,
It's fine.
yeah, this is fine. I don't well, that
That one's going
sucks.
to England.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be worried about that. That's a London problem.
Again, every time my surfer friends are like, "Oh, I'm going surfing on Tuesday or today," I'm always like, "Man, is it a coincidence you picked a job that you could take off for surfing?" I don't think it is. I mean,
no.
because it's a religion to them. Like,
I have a lot of buddies that did pick jobs so they could, or work for
Yeah.
themselves, namely. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Most of my diehard surfer buddies, I can think of one right now, Brent, my buddy Brent. He deliberately took over his family business of insurance, and I'm not sure it would have been his number one. I can't speak for him, but it didn't seem like growing up with him it would have been his number one profession. But he knew that if he ran it and did a good job running it, that he would have the flexibility of going to Costa Rica when things were getting crazy.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and he does it, and he's been living it looks like a really good life, like honestly.
But I do kind of appreciate these news stories that let you know when storms are coming because, if there is a storm coming and there is going to be good surf, you need to get your weed before your weed guy goes out to the coast and he's gone for like a week. You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
A nice warning.
It still blows my mind. You get a weed guy. There's a weed store at every block. I pass 5 weed stores. In the
Well, now you
morning.
have multiple options. You have regular weed, then you have Delta 9, and then you have medical weed. So many options.
So Ross, what is Fort Gatlin?
Okay, Fort Gatlin. When back in the olden days, when you had to like travel by boat,
Okay.
Sanford was kind of the hub around here. 'Cause
Yes,
that's
yeah.
where
Big port.
that's the last place you could get to by sea, basically. And so Orlando was a little outpost, and the only thing that there was basically was this fort called Fort Gatlin, right? And it's down there. I forget the lake that it's on. Can you look that up real quick, Dan? It's kind of
Yeah, I'll do it for you.
the lake that it's on. So they built the fort, and then I don't know, somewhere between World War I and World War II, this old fort site got taken over by the U.S. Navy, specifically
Lake Jenny Jewel.
Okay, Lake Jenny Jewel right
Well,
there.
there's a bunch. There's Lake Gatlin, Lake Jim Mary, and Lake Jenny Jewel.
It must be Lake Gatlin then. So it's right there on Lake
Okay.
Gatlin, and at the time, like going back to settler days, this lake they'd said was bottomless. It was so deep that nobody'd ever been to the bottom of it. Now we've got it like mapped out with sonar or whatever. But they built this naval research station on the site of old Fort Gatlin, and they conducted like sonar tests and like stuff that you needed deep water to test.
Is
basically.
it a sinkhole lake? That's why it's so deep. It's got to be, right?
I would assume so. I think it does go down into the aquifer at a certain point. Like there's like a little crack down or whatever.
Okay.
And then at some point the Navy gave it up, turned it over to the county. County put like a school there for a minute, but like I don't think it ever really took. And so like as long as I've lived here, it's been sitting there empty. And now there's movement Save Fort Gatlin. People want to turn it into a park. It's a nice little piece of property actually. It's like really nice houses in the area, and obviously like kind of big ones because it's one of the older parts of town, you know. And there's this big like just clunky, you know, old kind of white brick building on the corner that doesn't do anything. And so this is a place where I walk to if I've insomnia. It's about a mile from my house. It's a nice little sidewalk walk. You don't have to cross any majors. So I'll walk down there and I'll walk back. So I've walked to this place at night a million times, and I think it's haunted.
Okay, all
right. That's the last thing I expected you to say. But I'm down. I'm game. Let's go.
This took a swerve.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting.
He
I'm
was
like,
going history. Boo.
I'm waiting for
ready.
a confrontation you had with someone that was
Ghost
like
confrontation.
guarding Fort Gatlin.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for some sort of anything, but I think this is haunted.
I'm ready to play.
All right. So
I'm
why
ready
do you
to
think
play.
that, Ross?
So yeah, there's this movement now everywhere in my neighborhood. There's all these signs: Save Fort Gatlin, Save Fort Gatlin. I don't know what they're they're trying to save. It's like the same building it's been for. Nobody's like threatening to tear it down or nothing. But anyway, it sounds good to like save stuff.
Okay.
So they want to save Fort Gatlin. What they want to do is turn it into a park, and that's all well and good, except for the fact it's haunted.
All right. So,
Okay, all
why
right. It's
do
a
you
good thing we found this out now.
why
So-
do you think it's haunted?
There's like 3 buildings to it, right? One big main building, kind of 2 outlying buildings. I don't really truck much with the outlying buildings because they're just like there's no windows to them. There's nothing. They're scary in and of themselves. And then the main building is like a big. It looks like a 1960s schoolhouse type building. It's just block. Big windows and but for whatever reason,
Have kids broke inside and like drawn a
Yeah, I love
pentagram
that.
on the floor?
Well, that's where you go
like,
to touch your. That's where you go to put your hand down in some pants.
Yeah.
You know, everybody knows that.
Or is it really secure? Like no one's messed with it, or is it kind of like abandoned building? Like there's graffiti inside and stuff like that.
so there is no security to it whatsoever,
Okay.
and there is no break-ins or graffiti, which is kind of a weird situation. I think you would agree.
Yeah, yeah. Because usually an abandoned
yeah.
building with no security whatsoever, or like fences around,
That's
would
odd.
have like it would be some kids would get in
Mm-hmm.
there, graffiti, like I said, pentagram.
I mean, even,
Yeah.
You know,
even
that
if
kind of
I
thing.
see a building that looks abandoned with no graffiti, I'm like, man, I want to graffiti that.
So you would think so, right? But let's define what you call an abandoned building. This building is abandoned. Nobody goes in or out ever. Nobody ever goes in or out of it. It's unused in any way. But the lights are on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
so they just
For whatever reason, our Orange County school system, which I can assure you does not have like a surfeit of funds. They don't have like money just laying around in piles. They're keeping this thing lit up 24/7, all 365 days a year. It's always just blaring light out into the universe, right? Okay, and so that was been the case for years. At a certain point, for no reason, like nobody's over there throwing rocks to the windows, no kids are breaking in and spray paint or nothing. For some reason, they go ahead and they put plywood over all the windows at a certain point.
okay, all right.
Okay. And so in this time, like I told you, like this is my go-to spot if I have insomnia. I'll walk there at night. I've seen at certain times at night, I've just seen the lights blink off, back on. I've like seen it happen where I'm walking past the room, the light blinks off. As I walk past it, it comes back on, and then the next one goes off. I've seen that happen with nothing in the building.
Oh, it's like Stranger Things. They're trying to tell you
communicating
from the
with you.
upside down
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on through.
There's probably a bowl haircut teen trying to communicate with you somewhere. He's got the
Yeah.
D-head haircut.
Maybe they're just doing
Yeah.
Morse code of some
Maybe
sort.
a small incel of a D-head haircut kid is texting you from the beyond.
Or bad wiring, whatever, it's completely explainable. Like there's nothing inherently supernatural about the fact that every once I've seen lights blink. I've also like walked past there a million times and seen no lights blink, so like the
Have you
wiring
ever walked past it with no lights on at all, or are the lights
No.
always forever on?
always on, always on.
So
And
since you've started since its
last
inception in
decade
your
or so,
life,
last decade or so.
lights always on.
Yeah, it's always on. Once in a while, a blink or an off, or like just weird light situations.
I wonder what that is because they do that with schools, right? Like school lights never turn off. Like
I thought
elementary
that,
school.
but then
and,
not.
like,
I've driven past certain schools, and it's not the case. I think it really might be case by case.
And then if they decommission a school, like, do they leave the lights and on forever? I don't think that really ever happens. And so here's the weird thing about the plywood. This is Florida. We were just talking about a hurricane watch and a hurricane warning. Where do you put the plywood? Outside to protect the glass from like a branch, right? This particular situation, they have put all the plywood on the inside of the glass,
okay.
on the room side of everything, so that the glass
That's
is
to
on
keep
the
people
outside.
in. That's to keep people in there. There's children in there. We gotta go. We gotta move.
And
Time is of the essence.
Oh, let's shoot up the basement.
So all the plywood's on the inside. There's some of the rooms you can still see the light, like in a little crack around, the edge of the plywood. And again, I've seen like the lights flip on. I've seen that flip on and off and like do weird light things. I've heard noises. I've heard like noises that could, of course, be attributed to like there's a raccoon in there or whatever. But I've also heard complete silence walking by it too. So like, it's not infested with. But every once there's a scratching or a knocking or did somebody knock a paint can over type of noise.
Oh my God, it's Kevin McAllister. I knew it
Now,
was him.
But based on how old it is,
Yes.
I'm sure lots of people have died there. Maybe this is where we do our Halloween special.
That's
this
what
year.
I'm thinking. You took it right out of my mouth.
And then we go with Ross and investigate the ghosts of Fort Gatlin.
So good.
Yeah, and then we.
What do you think, Ross?
We break in there with a ghost meter, and then
a ghost meter. Where are we gonna get one of those?
Oh, you can
we'll
get
just
them
make
online.
it up.
You guys don't have a ghostometer? I got a ghostometer. Subaru comes standard.
Ghostometer.
Okay, so the doors are all barricaded from the outside. So like,
well, could we get maybe Tracy could help us find somebody that could possibly let us in.
The government doesn't do anything.
Okay. All right. Write that down. Write that down. That's good.
And there's no way to ever
That's a shirt.
get someone from the government to let us in there.
Okay, so
to
we
do a
have to
show.
break in.
It's yeah.
Okay.
And if we do, nothing will also happen.
Right, because they don't do anything.
Yeah,
I wrote it down. I wrote it down.
It's a nothing causes nothing
Yeah.
scenario.
so when I say the doors are all barricaded, like, you know how in a zombie movie they will haphazardly like put boards across a door and nail them up?
Yeah. And
That's-
they write in blood, keep out.
That's except for that. Somebody has done that to every door at Fort Gatlin. They've like nailed boards up across the outside
What
of
are
the
you hiding?
like, I don't know, like it looks exactly as if you're trying to keep zombies from bursting out of the doors of this place, right?
Yeah. It's weird to nail boards up from the outside. It seems like you can just secure the doors from the inside and it not look like
We'll just lock the doors.
you know. Yeah. Like a Y.
It's a lockable. It's a lockable building.
It's a lockable door.
Right, or fix the broken lock so it can be a lockable building because it locked for how many years?
A long time,
Yeah.
time. And then the last and final piece.
You spent a lot of time with this haunted building.
I go there a lot. Again,
Okay.
like it's part of like I walk there just in a normal day for exercise. And again, if I can't sleep, that's kind of where I walked in. I walk back. So if you walk around back behind, by the way, the whole thing has like it's on the lake and it has like a nice big like viewing area, like a big, like you could go out on a patio and look out over the lake and stuff. And there's benches and stuff. Where in the past, like
Can you
obviously
sit on those and stuff, or are they blocked
you
off?
could, except for the fact that they have fenced all that off now. Like even though this somebody at great expense put up like a nice little viewing area dock type thing out over the lake with benches in it, it's now fenced off so you can't use it.
Okay.
And then so my final piece of evidence for the haunting of Fort Gatlin.
Okay.
You know how like on a New York City roof there will be that one like entrance to the staircase going down, but it kind of has like a weird tilted top to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
that's
about?
the
Like
one that the main boss always comes out of that you got to fight.
exactly. So they have one of those like New York City, like it's obviously an entrance to a staircase down type of situation, situated at ground level next to the lake. So
it goes into the underground lair. It obviously goes into the underground laboratory that's under the lake, because the lake is what powers the zombie.
And they opened up some dimension down there, like Stranger Things, and you know, and it's upside down.
Yeah, don't sit there and give me this crap about all of these experiments being your quote children. You can't love them all equal.
So the subterranean staircase top head that goes down to the mermaid land or whatever. It is the most barricaded door in Orlando. Like there's like chain looped around it. There's the zombie boards over it, and like I don't know why they felt the need to. Let's say they don't want kids getting in there and playing with like some naval surplus stuff that's in there. They think these kids have like welders' torches and like sawzalls that
it's overkill.
Unless the mermen are trying to get out.
Well, the mermen obviously need our help, right? And who's to say once we free them that they won't turn on us? I don't know. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. And I saw The Shape of Water. I think mermen are disgusting. But I also don't like to see any creature tortured. Any. You know what I mean? So I'll help, but it's a cautionary help.
I hate it when I could see their gills breathing.
That's it.
Like, ew.
That's it. I don't like. Imagine
it's
slimy.
slimy.
I can see it's red in there, and you know what else? I've seen other things with red in there, and when I see your things, I'm like, he's got one on each side of his head. That's just it. That's what I see. And then I would have put my fingers in there.
So that's like the main building at Fort Gatlin. Then there's like two even creepier ones that I don't even go near because there's like not even windows. They're back from the road. Who even knows what's going on?
Ross, I think this is a damn fine Halloween adventure. I think you're a genius. Instead of just, not only did you save
Fort Gatlin.
No, the pirate radio. What
Yes,
is it?
yeah, the AC3, the pirate.
Yeah, the pirate. But are you down? Should I get the microphones and get them ready to go?
Well, I guess yeah. I figured like out of
Should
all
I
places,
rent a
we gotta-
Ghostbusters mobile?
we have to get inside, so we need some sort of like crowbar. How can we get down there?
I mean, we'd have like Don Pricer see if he's got like a contact at the county that'll let us trespass in a haunted school.
Yeah, he might.
Hey, so like because we need to get it down in there and see what's
Where they
going
gonna
on.
free the mer people? Yeah, we need an Ecto 1.
I wonder.
We need a Ghostbuster car. I've always wanted to rent one for Halloween. Come on, let's just drive around Orlando yelling at people, right? Like you drive by some old lady, you're like, "Hey, look at your fat ass."
All right, let's take a break. When we come back,
You ever heckled people from an Ecto 1 around town? Doesn't that sound fun?
well, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll do some voicemails, and
I got plenty.
And we'll be back with more corporate time.
Oh man, that made me laugh. I don't know why. That's because it's so silly. Because it's so dumb. That's a really dumb story, Ross. I enjoyed that a lot.
I'm glad.
Well, because there's nothing in the news and everything is sad and people shooting each other, and that's fucking funny.
Something different.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's light. I don't know if anybody else has got news fatigue, but I'm all in on sports.
It'll be great. All your fucking Looney
Yeah.
Tunes
Sports.
fans will be like, I believe in ghosts, and all the other ones will be like, Ross is a fucking idiot, and it'll be great.
I'll stay in the middle. Tom can roll his eyes. And
Uh-huh.
we'll give him the standard.
Uh-huh.
Where does this go?
It's Monday one, yeah. And then let's just do some voicemail. I think we also could do that history minute. Ross wanted to do.
Oh, sure. Let's do it.
The one?
You said you wanted to do some history, or was that the Fort Gatlin mixed with?
Oh yeah, the plague causes of death. Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
got
the
that, I
plague.
got that.
Yeah.
Ah, dope. Steve Mooney. Where'd you go, Mooney? I think he went to. Where'd you guys go? Like Universal? Or WWE? Oh wow, yeah. Okay. If you want to buy a Bijan jersey, I agree with you. I do think it's time. He's something else, man. That guy. He is fast. Although I don't think we're going to keep Algier much longer either as a number 2 back, because he could be good anywhere else. Would you like to bring us back, T?
Sure.
Here we go. And 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. Let's do some voicemail.
All right, buddy. Voicemail messages. And if you would like to leave us one, super easy to do so. Just call 1-844-TOMNDAN or get our free app, and you can leave us a voicemail message. There's like a little button that says mediocre messages. You just hold it down, and you speak into your phone, and it'll send us a crystal clear message, much like this one right here. Last week we were talking about when is the proper time to put up your Christmas tree. I know people get really opinionated about it. Here we go.
Tom and Dan, a medicus from Fort Myers. On the Friday Free Show, you talked about keeping a Christmas tree up all year. So back in November 2021, we moved into our new house, put the Christmas tree up, and it hasn't come down since. The wife is all about the Christmas vibe. Personally, I could care less either way, but it means I don't have to put it up every November and take it down every January. So in about a month and a half, when everybody else is putting all their Christmas shit up, I will be sitting on my fat ass being a lazy man. Take it easy, guys.
All right.
That is not worth leaving the tree up all year. Like, I understand your wife likes it, but
I don't think it's that much work, is it? It's a Christmas tree, man. What are you trying? Like, Jesus Christ.
For the amount of space it takes up, it seems like it's worth the effort to take it out, put it back.
Do people still like re-holiday the Christmas tree. Like suddenly it's a New Year's tree, and then suddenly it's an Easter tree, and then suddenly it's a 4th of July tree.
Yeah,
and then
but
we're
we frown more on those people now than we ever have.
Yeah.
We didn't used to frown on those people. At first, it went creative.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you another one that's real popular right now is when you have an LED. It's real popular with the LED trees. What you do, and I want to run this by you and Ross, namely Tom because it's more his vein. How do you feel about a tea tree? A tea tree. What I mean by that is people are taking their trees and then, like, if you have the LED ones, you'll make them, like, all blue and orange and then hanging all your Miami on it. It's an easy way for you to get your tree up in September. You see what I'm saying? They do, like, a team tree.
Uh-huh.
They do it. It's real big in college football, namely like Southern houses, like your Tennessees and your Georgias.
Yeah.
They do a team tree where they do like a red Georgia tree or an orange Tennessee tree, real big, because it's the Christmas tree. Sorry, but it's a little more Southern. It is. It just is. Having a tree in your house is a hillbilly thing. It is. It just is. So when you see like a Tennessee team tree, I'm actually okay. I kind of like, oh, that looks pretty cool. They have the red and orange, the orange and white checkerboard overalls. They got all the ornaments, and it's a sneaky way of getting your tree up early, I think.
If you put a Christmas tree and decorate it like a college,
Yeah, Michigan. Andrea's mentioned a Michigan one before, and I'm like,
might be
no.
Here's your sign.
You should
That
have.
was Bill Engvall, right? Here's your sign.
Yeah, you should have had to have gone there. Be an alumni.
I agree.
Because if
What if your son or daughter goes there?
that's okay too.
Okay, all right. Fair. Fair.
Some sort of personal connection. That is
I agree
real
with
close. It can't just if you like the
I
college
grew up
team
in
that
the
much.
region.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's fair. I had a lot of friends that did that growing up. Like, in fact, my
You could
dad,
have a shirt, but you can't have a tree.
I got to be careful on this one because I can't use names. Okay.
Uh-huh.
My dad used to rail about this one guy who was a real big Georgia guy. He was a bulldog. Everything bulldogs this and bulldogs that. And I could see they would bother my dad, but I didn't ever know why. And then eventually one day we were like talking or something. I overheard my dad talking to my mom, and he was like saying, my dad was like, he didn't even go there. He didn't even graduate from there. And he's got the tattoo and the truck with the bulldog on it. That's a dog. And he hated it. My dad hated it. He hated it. He thought it was the fakest thing ever. Same thing you're saying. He felt exactly the same way. This man still lives in DeLand, and my dad, he drove my dad crazy. He hated it. He thought it was so fake.
I'll even accept living in the area.
In the city.
But, like if you are, 500 miles away.
And you just appreciate
and
the
you don't
tea.
even go, you never even went there. You have no connection to it. That's a little weird to me that if you have a tree decorated as that team or the tattoos and stuff, the T-shirts are fine, but that's about it.
Is there any kind of leeway, though? Because I remember as a kid, like, I didn't live anywhere near Texas or the Texas Rangers, but I like Nolan Ryan. So, like, I got a Texas Rangers hat, and I wore it around because I like Nolan Ryan.
Professional's different. Yeah, the college for whatever. Even though nowadays it might as well be professional because they're all getting paid.
Yeah,
and everybody's just going to where they're getting paid the most.
Yeah.
I believe we have, and I'm pardon if you're not Asian, but I believe in our YouTube chat room, listener Ben Tang says, listen to the H Mark show recently. Can't believe y'all thought that because it's an Asian-based store that there's ducks hanging in the windows. No, we were just asking because a lot of our Asian eateries around town, like in Little Vietnam of Orlando, there are ducks hanging in the windows. I mean, delicious.
Yeah. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I mean,
when I walk by, I'm like,
thing.
oh, look at these ducks.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, are they going to have that at this?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a valid question.
That is not. I'll defend that question. Yeah, because if you go to Ming's Bistro, there's a lot of greasy ducks hanging in the windows, and they look delicious. But it's a real thing.
Yeah, I don't know about looking delicious because I just don't.
Well, it looks like roasted meat to me. I mean, I don't take it that far. I'm just like, that looks good. I'll eat it. Because he's not gonna plop the head on my plate. I'm not a child. I know he's gonna prepare it. You know. I mean, come on, don't be a baby.
Yeah. I'm like because I am not used to like even like the pig roast with the full head and then everything you roasted like. And when you're cutting like
give me them
meat
cheeks.
off,
I like the beef cheeks.
Off of the pig that's roasted with the full head, like even because I'm not used to it, I'm like, ooh. I'm like I'm a pea boy when it comes to that.
All right, let me get another voicemail here.
I don't like Charles Dickens. I think I'm on the record with that. But you know how in what's the one?
The goose, in Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol, he sends the orphan boy to go get a goose, the one as big as him. I want the story on that goose. There's a goose in London just hanging in a window that's as big as an orphan child.
Yeah, but there's a really malnourished boy.
Give it.
Yeah.
This kid is going to be
Somalian.
stunted.
It was a Somalian boy.
But like, we're still talking like a 3.5 foot goose. Like, where did that goose come from?
And
who were you hoping to sell it to if Scrooge didn't have this magical awakening? Nobody else in London can afford that goose.
And Ross, correct me on this since we're talking about this, because I think it's a good thing to talk about since Ben brought it up in the YouTube chat.
We're on the Christmas theme.
Is that goose hanging in the window in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, is that a goose that had just recently been, that you wrung its neck, and I've always envisioned it as its broken neck and it's draped over something and you can see it hanging in the window, or is it already roasted and hanging in the window? Which is it? I
think the hanging in the window of it all is like chop the head off and they let the blood drain out like that, so that's how like it gets bloodified.
Yeah. So would it have feathers on it? Would it be a defeathered headless goose hanging in a window, or would it be like an Asian bistro, a roasted goose hanging in the window? I'm serious. It's not. I know it's a crazy question, but like I've always envisioned it in the Real Radio Christmas Carol when he says, "Go fetch that goose in the window." Oh, the one as big as me. Yes, the one as big as you.
You there, boy.
Fetch it,
What day is it?
Yeah, Christmas Day. Okay.
Then it's not too late.
Is it already cooked?
I always envisioned it already cooked.
Okay, great.
Like it was on Thanksgiving,
like a feast.
the table, and then it had the damn little white chef's hats on the bone nubs
hanging in the window.
I knew this was a great question.
Obviously cannot be trusted.
I knew this was a great question because see, everybody's got an opinion about it. Ghost to Manute Bull in our Twitch chat room, he says, I think it's already cooked because they eat it at the end of the book. No, I'm thinking you bring it home and Mama prepares it. It doesn't just magically get cooked.
You don't hang cooked meat. The meat is hanging because it's raw, ready to be.
I'm with Ross. I think they bring it home, and I think the mother has to cook that goose. I think, and then she invites Scrooge over.
And in Dickinsonian London, I'm gonna say it probably still has the feathers on because they probably lopped its head off. It's hung up to dry to get the blood out, and then I think the feathers are on because that's part of the cooking process. You gotta scald it and remove the feathers, and then you can cook it.
There are plenty of movies made about this,
Dan,
Christmas
bring
Carol.
up a Muppet Christmas Carol. That'll be our...
They're mentioning
they've shown it, right?
That's the only one they're mentioning in the chat room because apparently the Muppets Christmas Carol is a 99 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Like, everyone loves it. I mean, they freaking love it.
And then we'll double check.
It is cooked at the end of that, but that's
at the
guys.
End. That's after.
What I'm trying to get you to understand is the boy was fetching it for Scrooge. It was very expensive.
It's hanging in the window.
Yeah, so he brings it home. I think he had to bring it home and give it to his mother or whomever.
Oh, absolutely.
And then they had
it's the mother.
Prepare. Well, yeah, right. It's not going to be Marley or he was dead.
Well,
It's
Tiny Tim's not doing it.
Bill Cratchit or whatever the hell his name is. I was going to ask. You want to ask ChatGPT?
Bob Cratchit.
Is the goose?
Well, based on the time period, Ross is correct. It would be probably with feathers and just butchered. Because there's not enough refrigeration and stuff too, and we're talking in England, it's probably there was no refrigeration. It's just because it's cold already, so it's like that time of year. But it would have to be cooked fairly quickly before it does spoil, even in the cold weather.
Okay, it says here Bob Cratchit sends his son Peter and the little Cratchits to the local poulterer to pick it up. Dickens makes a point of describing how excited the children are when they return with it. And then Mrs. Cratchit cooks the goose for Christmas dinner. Later, when Scrooge wakes up a changed man, he buys the much larger prize turkey from the poulterer and sends it anonymously to the Cratchits, meaning the goose would have already been eaten or about to be, and the giant turkey becomes an unexpected bonus feast.
No, ChatGPT is all full of nonsense. That's
what it says.
No, Scrooge wakes up.
Turkey wasn't even mentioned.
He tosses his urchin a gold doubloon or whatever to go get the goose as big as him. And then this kid is supposed to carry a goose as large. Like, Tom, imagine carrying a 300-pound goose down the street. Like, it seems impossible, right?
It says here, no, it's dying on the hill. It's saying... After Scrooge's transformation, he buys the prize turkey and sends it to the Cratchits as a surprise gift. I've never heard a turkey mentioned.
Yeah. ChatGPT is wrong.
It's turning my whole world upside down. I don't like any of that.
All right, let's do another voicemail.
All right, let's try this one. Right. here. Hold on. Here we go.
Tom, Dan, BDM Mike. This is for Love.
Oh, no, that's for Love Thy Neighbor. Sorry. I should have flagged that one better.
Tom, Dan, BDM Mike. 1:45 a.m. Daughter's asleep. Looking good. Listen to the most recent Friday free show. I need more Tom Van urinal talk. The R. Kelly urinal is gold. Gold. BDM for life. Love you guys.
Okay, that's not...
I made some passing joke, and you're like, more urinal talk.
What are you talking about? Apparently he thought it was funny. Do you want to...
Is there a non-creepy reason why he mentions his daughter's asleep?
He says that every call. I think because it's a newborn.
Oh, I got it.
And and we're following along like his newborn isn't staying.
When you do have a baby, the baby being asleep is big news.
It is
a
big deal.
Okay, I got it.
Here we go. This is a better one.
Hey guys, it's Bubble Bath Billy. I don't know if it's just me not paying as much attention or I'm misremembering or what, but I feel like over the last few years, you guys have been leaning into the bad at business, quote unquote lifestyle a little bit less. I know you have the beer fest, but at least it seems like the topic comes up less often, maybe less examples of situations where you guys are, messing up. But I just want to make sure everybody realizes that it is still alive and well, because on the ACT a week or so ago, you guys interviewed Troy from the hot sauce company for over 50 minutes, I think almost an hour. At the very end, when you guys are signing off, ending the segment or whatever, Tom goes to promote him one last time and says, go to badhombre.com, bad with a B. Tom, the company is Mad Hombre with an M, and you talked to the guy for almost an hour. Bad at business.
Oh, we don't know what we're doing. And he didn't pay. He's not a client. He's a buddy of ours. He's he comes in, he talks about his hot sauce.
But also, the term "bad hombre" became a joke in our society that is
Trump said it.
Stuck in my head. And so when
They
you
got
have
some
a
bad
company
hombres
called
down there, yeah.
Mad Hombre, I think of Bad Hombre every time. I think we even made the joke on the show. And it's also like that was a true, like, he didn't pay us.
That was a real weird job.
It was a weird job. So when you're doing a weird job that you don't pay us for, I'm a little looser with getting everything right. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
because
you're more relaxed.
Yeah.
I unbutton my top button when we're doing a non-paid.
So you don't mind that you gave out the website for Bad Hombre's frozen bean and cheese burritos?
Ooh, those sound delicious. That sounds delicious. Can I get
really
those
good,
around
actually.
town?
I'll have one, yeah.
Oh, I used to love the pato burritos that you heat up in the microwave. I used to love them.
And also, there's a thing too where I know you're supposed to you're supposed to tail end promote something where to remind everybody, like, here's the website, here's the promotion, whatever.
Right.
But that I feel like is a bit antiquated because I feel like the majority of people are consuming it, a podcast.
Well, you've been saying that for a long time. It's kind of like
there's no way for me to prove it.
Your attitude has been more of, and tell me if I'm wrong, but if we're doing something and Ross has a product, let's say he's selling his
Mo Comedy Jam,
that if you know Ross is here and we're talking about the Mo Comedy Jam and you want info on that, then just Google it. I'm not going to tell you the word.
Sure.
There used to be a time where you couldn't find it unless the person gave you the website or number, and now it's like it's pretty easy to find anything. I feel like if you just have the basic search knowledge of, like, all right, Mo DeWitt comedy show around October, like, you'll find it just by putting little keywords in.
I see. And by giving them deliberately the wrong address, you make them search for it a little bit, and they value it more when they find it.
I send them
makes
on a wild,
perfect business sense.
Chase.
All right, type in Bad Hombre Hot Sauce Orlando and see if it Bad Hombre.
Bad Hombre Hot Sauce Orlando?
Yeah.
Well, now you're counting on how people are going to search, and you can't count on that.
Again, it's Mad Hombre Hot Sauce.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
He's saying you're going to find it if you type in Bad Hombre.
Yeah. Like you
but
get
why,
close enough.
But why not? But why? Why does it? Because it almost comes all the way back around to a negative where you're like, well, I'm not even going to say it. Just search it. And if you can't search it, then F you. That's such a bad attitude. That's such a poor attitude.
That's what you should start doing for promo. Just at the end, be like, and here's the keywords you search to find them. Hot Sauce Orlando,
if you can
Bad
find
Hombre.
It, find it. If you can't, then you're a moron. Okay.
I'm I'm already mad that I have to promote anything because you should know. Like you know how mad it makes me as I promote the beer fest and the Sofa and Suds over and over.
That makes sense. This all makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm like, you know where it is. Like we've been doing it for over a decade.
That makes sense. Okay.
Like, and then I'm there, no one shows up. I'm mad as hell. Mad because I'm like,
I
you
should have told
didn't
him.
know about this.
Should have told him.
They're like, we don't know about nothing.
There's nothing I love more than promoting the Mo Comedy Jam this Thursday at the Orlando Funny Bone with Sean Finnerty headlining. It's gonna be awesome. I'll promote it.
It should have been sold out months ago. Like, there's no need. You gotta go on the news. We gotta keep talking about it. Sean Finnerty's tomorrow. This is for charity. It's a good show for charity.
It's a great show.
We
for
have to
charity.
keep telling you over and over. You're just sitting there, not doing it. You're like, nah, I don't want to go.
Get out of here, Pat Ombre.
Say it 5 more times, then I'll go. What does it mean?
So
Let's just say it once at the beginning.
It's
and that's it.
improvorlando.com.
Just search Mo Comedy Orlando. You'll find
Stop
it.
promoting it. We said one time 2 months ago, and that's it.
Type in Joe Comedy Orlando and see what comes up. All right, let's try this one right
One
here.
time 2 months ago. I love it.
Hey, Tom and Dan. This is Louis Capo. I'm leaving you a voicemail here. I was wondering if you guys have ever experienced when drinking craft beer or any other kind of beers where you get like a sort of like a gagging reflex, reaction when it goes down. I don't know if it happens to anyone else, but I've been experiencing it more often with craft beers and the more potent kinds, like the 9%, 10% beers. So I was just wondering your insight on that. Okay.
He got sober at the end.
Okay, well.
Yeah, okay.
Well, obviously, your body is rejecting it.
I think you need to go to the hospital.
Well, it's like you probably have a severe acid reflux or something. Like that happens to me sometimes. If I'm like eating like maybe clean for a good month or so, and I haven't had like any hot sauce or like extreme hot stuff.
Yeah.
And then
like Bad Hombre's hot sauce?
badhombre.com.
Just put in the Orlando, you'll find it.
And then
It'll pop right up.
And then like I'll have something extremely hot, or like extra habanero, or like extra hot sauce or whatever. Like or like barbecue with the like killer sauce or something that's super hot.
Well, it's got a lot of like that capsaicin or what. Yeah.
Like,
it hits you.
If I eat it, like my body will start hiccuping. Like it'll like my body doesn't want it. It's like, oh, what are you doing? Like
and you force it down.
Yeah, I force it down. But I'll like hiccup, and then like it'll cause me like
extreme distress.
Yeah, extreme. Like my body is freaking out because it's like, hey, I don't want this. So I imagine it's my body's rejecting the extreme hot sauce.
Probably just a mild form of gastritis, because like out of all the stuff that I had,
acid reflux.
They did that endoscopy on me, and she's like, "No, you're fine." There's like maybe a little here, a little nothing at all. And man, I'm telling you, Tom knows. I have extreme gastro discomfort all the time. And when they look at my belly, there's nothing there. So I'm like, you know what? That's my mind. Rotten in the brain. My brain is so rotten that now it affects my stomach so bad. So I'm really trying to get that gut-mind kind of a connection thing worked out. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what does it for me sometimes too? Drinking a lot of beers fast. If I drink like 2 beers fast, I'll get hiccups. I'll have them the rest of the day.
Yeah. So I think it's probably, if it's a correlation with the higher octane craft beers, it's probably just the alcohol content and your esophagus, your stomach, it's like rejecting it because your body doesn't want it.
Chat room has a question before we get out of here. Goes from Manute Bull in our Twitch chat room. Is asking, what happened to Bob Zaney? Are we, is the experiment over?
He texted me a while back wanting to get on, and I never texted him back.
So the experiment's over.
Well, I can text him back.
No. I think we're good now. I think that's my fault, and I appreciate you putting a bullet in that wolf. Thank you.
Although I did want him and Ross to be arguing.
Yeah, it's not my fault, is it? I kind of like the guy,
It's
but
absolutely not your fault.
Okay.
It's absolutely not your fault.
he came at me.
Yeah. Then I was gonna do a joke off with him, and I'm like, does anybody even want that? And then the listeners were like, I do want that. So maybe I'll bring. You know what? I don't know yet.
The
But you
listeners
have to-
do want that, so no.
But you have to do it as a character. You will be playing the character, the CEO and owner of Bad Hombre Hot Sauce.
So the jury's still out. I don't know if I will book him again, but you'll see.
It's not the first time Bob Zaney's heard that the jury's still out, by the way.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable now. It didn't at first, but now it's coming back around where now it makes me uncomfortable.
But that's why people want to hear it.
But it didn't at first.
No, no, I know.
I think it made you uncomfortable at first. I think now you're okay with it. Now I'm uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, well, one of us has to hate it. I know
Well,
that.
I hate it now. I'm glad it's
Well, that
gone, and
makes
you
me want to
dorks
bring it
are
back.
bringing it back.
Yeah. Well, because I want to
Whoa.
bully you by bringing it back and making you uncomfortable.
I hate it.
And Ross and him are fighting, and I'm like, yes. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more corporate time.
All right, good job, y'all. Over to BDM land now?
Yeah, we'll go over to BM show.
All right, guys. We will see you over on the BDM show. I'll tell you about a scooter I tried to buy and other things.